What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie all day, bringing you a little love from Nedfoss. Some Father's Day love, as a matter of fact, because you can get a discount, $4 off this blade, which is it's 40 bucks. So you're talking about, well, it's $39.99. So you're $4 off. You're talking about a $35 knife right here that could be very well worth $35. That's great. So what happened is I have a promo code, and the promo code is good until the 8th of this month. So if you want one, jump on it soon. Otherwise, you have to pay the entire 40. But that's not that bad. So this thing, they call it a machete knife, but I gotta say, this thing's a straight up Bowie. It's a straight up Bowie knife. You do have the saw on it is actually really kind of cool. It's really thick, and it kind of goes like this instead of this, and it's pretty wild when you look at it because you can see it offset all the way through, and it's kind of hard to pick up with the camera, but it's actually a really nice looking saw, and we're going to test it out on some really hard wood. You have a swedge tip. You have a nice straight edge. The handle is a wood grip, which is really simple. It's pinned on, full true tang, lanyard hole, obviously. And you have these little notches right in here. And if you put your thumb and push on it, you can actually feel them, so they will have some use. Overall, it's a good budget knife as far as so far what we can tell. Just the look. Oh wow! And did I mention it's 100% shave, freaking sharp? That is sharp. I felt the edge and I went, oh, it feels sharp. I didn't realize it was that sharp. So this thing has got one hell of an edge. It is a hollow grind, so you're going to get some really nice cuts. Be careful chopping with a hollow grind. If you chop, release straight. Don't chop and turn, because that's how people ruin hollow grinds. But this thing will be a cutter, no doubt, especially if you live in an area where you get a lot of rain or you get a lot of greens and you have those bamboo-like trees or those softer trees, and you're just going through and you're trying to like be a path maker. This thing will eat through that stuff. How it's going to deal with the hardwood, we're going to find out. But if it can deal with Arizona hardwood, it can deal with anything. Let's go over some of the specs right here. You do have a 8CR 14 MOV steel. It is an 8-inch blade with a 58 Rockwell. The overall length, I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, they have all the specs right there. They have all the specs right here. I'm on the page. So don't forget, I'm going to put the code down below and the link to their Amazon link for this knife. 13.5 inches overall. The handle thickness is 0.72. Blade thickness is 0.2 inches. And that's all we need to know. I say we just get it outside and use it. Overcast today. We got our first rain since moving here yesterday. Our first rain, where we moved from 10 straight days of rain, like 4 inches of rain after we left. We come here. This is the first rain we've had. So check this thing out, man. This isn't so bad looking. I wonder if you're going to be able to... Yeah, look at that. That is cool. They did a really good job on that saw. Let's check if it works, though. All right, so what I really want to do with this is do a couple sharpness tests, but then I really want to bang on it. I want to hit it so you know that you're getting a knife that can take it. I do like this little step down right here, this little notch, because what it does is offers a really nice place for the thumb behind the saw, so you can do things like this. And that is really, really nice. The edge geometry, you're talking a $35 knife with really proper edge geometry. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It doesn't matter if you have a $40 knife or a $400 knife. Edge geometry needs to be there. And this edge geometry is there. I mean, it's making some really sweet curls. It's making some really nice swoops. Anything I want to do just by changing the direction of the knife changes the curls. And you need a really fine edge to do that. And this thing has it. It just gets it done. So let's see. We got this hose here. Easy. Easy money. Some guys who like to EDC a big knife but don't like to EDC a big expensive knife in case something happens. This is the kind of knife that they like to carry. This thing right here, it's big enough to scare off any possible bad guys from doing something. Wow, that was really nice. From doing something stupid, but it's also small enough to where it's not going to hang down your leg and cause a problem when you're walking. I have to say, this edge geometry is fantastic. That is some really, really proper edge work right there. That's really, really nice. Let me find that piece of hose. The dog's probably stepping on it. There we go. We got a plastic one right here. So, well, the hard used garden hose. Let's see if we can't get a nice fine cut. Wow, look at that. That is really, really nice. I want to try to get a bigger cut, but I don't want to angle down at my hand because this piece is short. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Look at that. You're talking a $35 Bowie knife handling like a pocket knife. That's really nice. Let's check out the hitting ability and the saw action on this guy. Let's go. All right, so first things first, I want to try and saw. And I want to make sure that you guys can see at least that I'm actually sawing. Get down, get down. Wow. This is working really well. I could have picked a smaller target. I gotta show you. There we go. Like a man. Look at that. Look at that saw. That's that. So notching, yes. Am I going to be able to, would I be able to cut through that if I just kept going? Look how far down I got in like, what, 10 seconds? That's really nice. That's really nice. All right. Let's do a little hitting. I'll hit this piece right here because it still has tree bark on it. Wow. Yeah. That's some hard stuff. I have to say, the grip is actually more comfortable than I thought it was going to be. Father's Day gift. Or if you're a daddy or not a daddy and you just want to make a gift for yourself and you want to get the Father's Day discount, use it. They're giving it to you. I'm running out of space here. Running out of space here with these angles. $35. I'm gonna go offhand. Even my right hand finds this thing useful. Let's see. I gotta walk all the way around it. There we go. $35. I'll tell you what, this could be one of the best $35 knives on the planet. It hits. I mean, wow, that was really in there. That hits. I'm finding zero spots where it's uncomfortable. It's diving in there really well. It just, every time I hit, I mean, that's a tap, and it's just sticking. Every time I hit, it's positive traction. It's positive bite. This thing is really eating through this wood. Now, let's see if it's still sharp. All right. Well, let's see here. I mean, just easy. It's not even a question of, is it going to go through? It's like there's zero resistance. Banging on all that wood. Hard Arizona tree wood. That's crazy. That is crazy. People could say whatever they want about different steels, and you get a lot of knife snobs out there who it has to be a certain steel, otherwise it's junk or blah, blah, blah. And then I invite them to my compound and I say, hey, come here and test that theory, because this works. You can say whatever you want about a knife, but if it performs, it performs. Oh, I looked at the science, and the science says that this knife is not going to be good because it's only got this much chromium or this blah, blah, blah. Who cares what your science says? Use the knife. That thing works. And the best part is I could sharpen this with a stone. You find a smooth stone and you can sharpen this. Even this. You can hone this knife up right here. Just like that. And just something like that, going over something like that, will give you an incredible edge. How incredible? Oh, how about still shave sharp incredible? Make sure it's all on there this time. Shave sharp. I mean, I got some breeze. I got some wind here. But I'm telling you, I'm not lying to you. This thing is shave sharp. After cutting hard hose, chopping through wood, chopping through a bunch of garden hose, feather sticking, it doesn't matter. It's something as simple as this is going to keep this knife sharp. Can you do that with your magnet cut? No. But I'll tell you what, you can do it with this for $35 freaking dollars. That is awesome. So, follow the link. Use the code. You only have until the 8th to make a good decision. And you'll have a truck knife, a camp knife, a fishing knife, a carry knife. It doesn't matter. A home protection knife. This thing is well balanced. It's not bad looking. The saw works. What else do you want? 35 bucks? Get out of here. That's it for this one. Hi, I'm Donnie BLD. Until next knife.